Friends, as always, there's a lot to share, but I'm going to say a few times during this broadcast the most important thing I could possibly offer today, which is that on today, TAANIT ESTHER, the fast that our matriarch Esther created for us during the story of Purim that we will be reading together Saturday night and Sunday all over the world, a day where she reminded us what it is to be a unified community in support of our people. To fast, as some of us are, all day long, to know that we are connected with the essential work of standing up for Jewish safety, which is precisely the Purim story. At 11:30 New York time, 4:30 in Paris, as Fabricius told us, Jews all around the world will be saying the Shema, everywhere around the world. The president of Israel, Isaac Herzog, called all of us, learning from Esther, to say the Shema. If you've never said the Shema before, please see my Facebook page. Look up the words for the Shema. It is Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. You can find it anywhere. There are graphics being created by people like Joanne Fink, the artist. We've put out one that we'll be using with our whole staff. And at 11:30 today, UJA's staff, whoever can be there, will be present and we will be live broadcasting our saying of the Shema. Because we need each other so damn much. It should not be this, friends. And I haven't taken the moment to say that it should not be this. Because I'm so, as we all are, responding nonstop to the impossible reality that we face. But as we learn in the story of Esther, Mordechai, her uncle, reminds her to be brave. And he says, just as we must say to each other right now, Umi yodea im la'et kazot higanu. Who knows if it is specifically for this moment that we have arrived? Friends, you and I are called as part of the Jewish people. And the same introduction that Mordechai offers Esther, I want to offer to us. If we think that by not participating, that by thinking we could just blend in and hide from this, that we will be safe, that's not how this works. The growth of anti-Semitism in the United States, in Europe, all over the world, and of course, in the hearts of the terrorists known as Hamas, whose names should be obliterated from under the heavens. In the face of all that, you might think that a strategy would be just wait and let it blow over. In fact, a rabbi once said in Skokie, Illinois, in the 70s, to a survivor community, Shoah survivor community, just let a neo-Nazi march happen, close your windows, and then it'll blow over. And my hero, someone I've spoken about before, Ben Stern of blessed memory, a survivor who led us all in countless ways until he died just last month. Ben Stern got up and shouted at the rabbi and said, "Not here, not now." That is no longer an acceptable, and never really was, an acceptable Jewish response to threat. We are called together right now, just as the Purim story tells us, to stand united and to fight in every way we can, on campuses to defend our children, in Jewish communities to demand dignity. And when we celebrate Purim, someone asked me recently, how are you celebrating Purim? Well, the answer is I'm living it, just like you are. I created with a good friend of mine, Ora Horn-Prauser, who's the CEO and president of Academy for Jewish Religion here in New York. I created a Seder supplement called Seder Interrupted. It's the #1 bestseller on Amazon right now in holidays, in ritual, and in Haggadah, which means it's outselling non-Jewish ritual stuff, and it's not happy. It tells us that what is happening right now is affecting us all, and people are responding, looking for lifelines and ways to be of support. So friends, today, at 11:30 a.m. New York time, and wherever it is, everywhere else, whenever it is, everywhere you are, bring together friends, bring together family, spread the word. We say Shema. We say Shema. I'll talk about that on the broadcast, But I want to acknowledge that today is TAANIT Esther. Today is the day that Esther called us all to be united bodily in remembering what it is to fight against hatred, to fight for Jewish survival, to fight for Jewish safety. Esther is the hero of this story, and it's up to us to live up to her legacy. I know, I know that some of us tune in looking for inspiration and a little bit of hope, so here's the hope. After 2,000 years, we came home, and we stopped waiting for the world to give us the dignity we always deserved. And no one gets to take that away. No one gets to diminish that. No one can keep us from saying the Shema. No one can keep us from fulfilling it, which is to say to our ancestors and to our descendants, we are here. We are here. And we will be here. We say the Shema as part of our community's connection and commitment to eternity. Our children deserve nothing less than our bravery. And so I hope you will connect to young people in your community. Write to your children if they're on campus. Let them know if they're in, elementary school or high school. Tell the world that we are united and we are strong and we will be brave. We are called by our ancestors to live up to their model. So when we say Am Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel lives, that is not just a promise, it is a commitment, it is a demand. So, friends, 11:30 New York time today, where will you be? I never pause when I ask questions because social media doesn't really give us the chance to hear each other's voices, but I'm going to ask you again. 11:30 a.m. New York time today, where will you be? Will you show up for our people? Will you stop what you're doing for a minute and say the Shema? Scream to the universe that we are united, we are strong, we are brave, and we are not going anywhere. We've learned in our history what silence brings. No more. Zionism was, in fact, our people's way of saying no more. So, let's step up. Here we are. Susan said it right. We will be with Am Yisrael worldwide. I'm looking forward, even though I wish it weren't necessary, to being with all of you at 11:30, sorry. Don't listen to 11 o'clock, 11:30 today. So take a breath. And maybe I'm saying that just to me right now. Take a breath. Hold your own heart if you need. If you have images of these beautiful people or anyone else who's still being held hostage. This is Elia Cohen, who's 27, and I'm always looking at his face. This is Omer Shem Tov, he's 21. I'm always looking at his face. We've got work to do. We've got work to do. And thank God we get to do it together. So, let's sing Hatikva. Move into a very important day where we will see each other again in just about 2 hours. Kolon baleva penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefate mizrach kadima ayin letzion tzofia Od lo avda tikvatenu Hatikva bat shnot alpayim Liot am chovshi be'artzenu Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. Bring them home now. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. See you, friends, at 11:30. And then see you tomorrow.